Hey guys, I'm Calum Leslie. I'm the founder of Wooju, which is an app that lets you snap and solve indecisive moments with friends. So let's start from the start. Around about 2 years ago, I dreamt up the concept of Wooju. I was studying in the US, I arrived, and I wanted to do the most typically American thing I could think of. So I joined a fraternity. One evening, I was at a party chatting to this girl. Things were going pretty well until she literally stopped mid-sentence, reached down, pulled out her phone, and took a picture of me. I asked what she was doing, and she told me she's taking a picture of me to find out whether or not her friends think that I was hot. I was a little bit taken aback by this, but luckily it started a thought process which ultimately led me to the conclusion that people heavily rely upon their friends' opinions when making a decision. In fact, 92% of people read product reviews on Amazon before making a purchase, and they don't even know these people. So we can only begin to imagine how much people rely upon the opinions of those that they know. It doesn't matter if you're selecting a new pair of shoes, whether or not you're not sure if the person at the bar next to you is attractive, or you can't pick a holiday destination. Friends' opinions matter. So the next morning, I woke up, started scribbling down some ideas, popped a couple of paracetamol, and we came up with the concept of Wooju. We arrived back in the UK, I finished my law degree, and started assembling a team to eventually build Wooju, which we launched on the 2nd of April. So how does Wooju work? It's dead simple. The user snaps a picture, asks a yes/no question, and sends to their friends. Their friends make a decision, and the user gets back an easy-to-use interactive poll showing how many people said yes, how many said no, so they can ultimately go on and make a decision. It really is as simple as snap, ask, send, and solved. So we launched officially on the 2nd of April 2014. So far, we've had just under 26,000 downloads. We're active in 54 different countries around the world, and we reached number 6 in the UK App Store. Questions on Wooju have ranged from decisions in celebrity lovemaking life to whether or not someone should get permanent body art. In fact, someone asked their fan base if they should get a tattoo. Their fans voted yes, so they got the tat. You know, one of the greatest things about launching Wooju is we had this concept or idea of what we thought people would use the application for. Sitting back and watching what people are actually using it for, they're using it in ways in which we never imagined. So I can stand up here and talk to you guys about how great Wooju is all day, but how about I show you a quick video as to what other people think of our app. I've watched this video so many times I could probably narrate it, but sound would help a lot if we can go with sound. No. I'll show you the video later. So why San Francisco? 2 words, accelerated growth. Tech is one of the hardest industries in the world, as quoted by Mark Cuban. There are literally millions of applications on the App Store, and merely thousands make it a success on a global level. The experience and connections that I've gained this week have been fundamental in pushing us to the next level. We're looking to raise funding, Q1 2015, but for now we're just looking to raise the connections and start the conversation. So, to conclude, one of the most rewarding things is to stand here in front of you guys today and know that people are sending Woojus all across the world to make decisions in their lives. In fact, we've had a fantastic start. The aim, to reach 1 million users within 1 year. After 3 years, we want to be the go-to app for indecisive people. So everyone in this room has a decision to make today. We're in the decision-making business, so let me help you make that decision a little bit clearer. Yes, you guys should download Wooju. Thank you very much.
My name is Ross Murray. I'm an Olympic athlete. Unfortunately, I don't have any friends, so I use the Wooju app to help me make my decisions.
What's up guys, it's me Jamie. Listen, I want to talk about this new app Wooju. If you are indecisive like me and Proudlock, download it and your whole indecisiveness will disappear.
Wooju is possibly one of the best apps going. I definitely recommend that everyone should check it out.
So basically, I've recently discovered Wooju, and it helps me make the biggest decisions I've ever made, because I am one of the most indecisive people that you'll ever come across, and Wooju has genuinely helped me on an everyday basis. So, from Endless It Boy, Download Wooju.
I just started using this awesome app, Wooju. I don't know if you've heard of it. But for people like me who are really indecisive and basically need help from their friends to make a decision, it's the one. Hashtag Wooju.
Hi, I'm delighted to be backing Wooju, Scotland's newest and coolest app. Tens of thousands of people have downloaded this app. They tell us they love it, and as you've heard, celebrities love it too. I really do predict this is going to be the next big thing, and let's not forget, it's made in Scotland.
It's always good to have the Scottish plug in there somewhere. Okay, sure. I don't have a connection. I can demo it after. It's really simple. You get a camera screen at first, so take a picture. Along the top, question field pops up. You ask the question. You hit next. Your friends list loads, so you can select as one or as many friends as you want to send the image to. You press send. Your friend will receive the image with a yes and no bubble. They vote yes or no, and then you can view the poll in your inbox, so it shows you how many said yes, how many said no in percentage format, and the names also as well. You can then tweet the image, or you can Facebook it as well, and we're moving to the next level. We're allowing you to tweet the questions, so your Facebook, if you want a public aspect, your Twitter following or your Facebook friends can also vote directly into the app. We kept it it's closed messaging at the moment just for privacy reasons. We don't at the moment. You know, the app game, right? It's everything you've ever learned about business, taking it and throw it out the window. It's all about user generation at the moment until we hit critical mass. When we hit critical mass, there's two things that we can do. We can do the usual in-app purchases, so we can make the user experience a little bit better if you're willing to pay for additions. So you might be, for example, a yes guy, right? So you only want a yes button and get rid of the no button. We can do stuff like that. Perhaps the more practical way is we have two types of accounts on Wooju at the moment. We have the regular user account, which 99.9% of our user base use. When you sign up to the app, you get a user account. We also have a public account for some of the celebrities that you saw in the video. The public account differs in that it's one-way traffic, so people follow celebrities as opposed to, it's for brands, businesses, politicians, and celebrities. So people follow these people. They may have thousands and hopefully eventually hundreds of thousands or millions of followers. And they don't want messages back from each individual follower because it clogs up their inbox and it's impractical. So it's essentially one-way traffic. The way we'll monetize this is when brands sign up, these guys already spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing every year. Wooju is essentially a poll, so it's validated market research. They can say, take Diesel, take a picture of a pair of jeans and say, are skinny jeans in this season, or purple jeans in this season, or whatever it is, and they can ask a validated user base and get back a result in a quantifiable basis. The name, you know, we're just kind of sitting in a room, and it was just constantly you hear people say, would you do something, you know, would you do this, would you do that? So we just mashed it up a little bit and tried to put a kind of cool spelling on it. The logo, we've had everything from a pair of spectacles to Peter Griffin's chin, and the more obvious applications as well. Actually, what it is it's the yes and no buttons mashed together and cut out, and then the calligraphy makes sense. Or at least that's how we tout it anyway. Sure, yeah. We launched, just about 2 weeks ago, we launched a feature called Say Why. Before, when we launched a bare bones product. So essentially, you could just send and receive images. There's a slight addition that you see at the moment. It's a Say Why button, we call it. So it's like a comment button, which opens up IM. And that's on an individual poll. You know, with social products, you got to be really careful, right? Because people are very easily confused. Wooju is one of the simplest apps you can use. We have a tutorial, a pre-tutorial, we have an in-app tutorial, and people still tweet me and say, how do I use this? So basically the Say Why button is just like a comment button at the bottom of the poll. You click on it and it's IM. And the reason we introduced this was because people were saying, okay, my buddy sent me a Wooju, it was awesome, but I then left the app to enter another messaging unit, so whether it was iMessage or WhatsApp or whatever, to continue the conversation. And the feedback was we wanted to continue the conversation on the application, so we introduced it in the kind of least infringing way as possible.
If you had the funding that you needed show up in your bank account on Monday morning,
yeah,
what would be the very first thing you would do with it?
Hire more labor, 24-hour support. We haven't spent a dime on marketing so far. We created a video, hopefully. you know, we need a marketing spend at some point, but at the moment we're okay. So there's so much more I want to do with the product. We're building an Android application. We just got accepted into Microsoft Ventures Accelerator, which will be down in London for 3 months. But you know, you can never get too much good talent in the team. So I'd want to increase the team.